All right. So, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, December 29th already. Can you hardly believe it? It's the last week of the month. We're finishing out December. We're finishing out 2014. We've got lots of great things going on. I mean, I have so many notes of things I want to go over with you guys on tonight's call. So we're going to jump right in and get started. But again, if I'm not your sponsor coach, my name's Melanie Mitro. I created our Dream Team Facebook group. Right now, we currently have 8,739 members of the Dream Team. So as our entire organization as a whole, I've been a coach for about 3.5 years, and I started out much like many of you that are sitting on this call tonight. I started out as a challenger, somebody that was trying to get in shape, trying to get myself back in shape after having kids. And I fell in love with the entire process of Beachbody coaching and running challenge groups. And I decided that if I could just transform one person's life with a challenge group or with a fitness program, then I had done my job. And that turned into this little fire that started where I saw the possibility that I could really help a lot more people than I ever thought imaginable. And I began to, market myself through social media, through Facebook, and grew this amazing team and have attracted all of you in some way, shape, or form. And so what started as helping one person has had this amazing ripple effect of all of you. So yes, 8,739 coaches. We had 185 new coaches join the Dream Team just in the past 7 days. So that's pretty amazing stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. So very, very cool. All right. So with all of that being said, I've spent a lot of time over the last 7 days really taking some time off, really reflecting on my business, really reflecting on my goals for 2015, of really where I want to go, really where I want to go with my business and really where I see our team going. And I just want everybody to kind of know that my focus, I've achieved a lot in 3.5 years, but I'm not planning on stopping. My goal and my mission is to be the best leader possible. This is my career. This is my passion in life. And just because I've achieved the highest rank doesn't mean I'm going to check out and leave you all high and dry. So just to share with you a few things that I have planned for this year is my goal is to increase the percentage of coaches that are joining my team personally, and increase the percentage of coaches that join and are successful in the first 3 months. And then I'm really going to start to track what are the percentage of coaches that over 6 months stay in the business, that are growing, that are consistently hitting Success Club, that are making a significant income, that are achieving their own personal goals. And so I've created some spreadsheets and some documents and ways to track that. But so how's that going to benefit you? I'm going to work on creating more systems, perfecting the process of getting new coaches started right, great team calls on Monday nights with other guest speakers besides myself speaking to give you guys guidance. We're going to continue to do our Emerald to Diamond, our new coach apprenticeships. I'm starting a leadership training group for Star Diamonds and above. So we're definitely not going to be stopping anytime soon. This business and our team is going to continue to grow. So just to let you all know, we will continue in 2015. We will recharge, refresh, restart, coming back here next Monday with a brand new year, a clean slate. And my goal is to help you guys all be as successful as possible. All right. So a couple of announcements before we jump into tonight's call. I just want to give a really huge shout out to a couple of big rank advancements this past week. So I want to give a congratulations to the very first 15-star diamond coach on the Dream Team. Alyssa Showmaker achieved 15-star diamond this past week. Actually, on Christmas Day, she achieved that rank. So congratulations, Alyssa. That's a huge accomplishment. She's also currently ranked the number 8 coach in Beachbody. So there's a pretty good chance that she's going to finish the year as a top 10 coach and is going to be going to Paris for the Elite 10 trip. So yeah, I would say, Danielle, that's a pretty awesome Christmas present for sure. We have Katie Ursta, who is finishing the year as a 9-star diamond coach. She is an amazing mom of 2 kids. She's fought cancer this year. She's officially cancer-free. She's in remission. She's advanced her business from 5-star all the way to 9-star. She's going to be an elite coach this year, and she's going to finish in the top 100, which is pretty impressive herself. We have Shannon Hargrave, who is a brand new 5-star. We have Kirsten Nuss, who's a brand new 5-star. Jacqueline Stokes is a brand new 5-star. Marsha Smraka is a brand new 4-star diamond coach. Kathleen Petula is a brand new 3-star diamond. And we have Jennifer Zakaras, which I'm sure I messed that last name up, but she's a brand new diamond coach. And if I missed anybody at all, I just really quickly kind of went through and pulled what I could find. So if I missed somebody, it was not intentional in any way. I was just doing it very quickly. But there's a lot of success on our team. You know, when you look at all of those ranks and you're like, wow, that's really cool. I don't even really know what that means. It really means that we're duplicating our process. So we've gotten to the point where we have a system in place that's easy to duplicate on down the road. And that truly is what I'm trying to pass on to each and every one of you with these Monday night calls, is teach you the process, not holding back or not hiding information from you, but actually getting out there and sharing exactly what it is that we're doing that's helping us to be successful. All right. So let's get rocking and rolling. Super Saturday is coming up January 9th, 10th, or 11th, depending on where you are in the United States or Canada. If you are not attending the Pittsburgh Super Saturday, which I know that that's not possible for everybody to do, I would like you all to go to the Coach Online office, go to the news and training section, go to the events, and look up Super Saturday. And when you go there, it is going to give you a list of all the registered Super Saturdays and all over, you know, the United States and Canada, right? So find a location that's nearest to you and go to that Super Saturday. Now, here's a common question that people ask me. Do I need to go to a Super Saturday that's hosted by the Dream Team or by my sponsor coach? No, you don't have to. You can go to any Super Saturday. It's not team specific. So what Beachbody does is the corporate headquarters, they create the presentation, they give out talking points, and anybody can host it. A coach, an emerald, a diamond, a ruby, a star diamond. There's no requirements on that one. And then what the person does is they will lead the presentation. They'll just go through the talking points. And then in some Super Saturdays, they'll actually, you know, like Pittsburgh has done their own training, or we'll get up and have a panel discussion, or, you know, we've done extra enrichment to make Super Saturday better. Most events will host either a live workout, or they will do they'll do a group workout. Or for us, like Autumn Calabrese is coming to Pittsburgh and she's going to lead a workout. Some cities will have a corporate representation. So Carl Deichler's coming to ours. We've had Michael Niemand in Pittsburgh before. We've had Jeremy Redd. So, you know, it just depends. If you're at a big city, though, they might have corporate representation. If not, local coaches will be running it. So you can run it out of your living room if you have a group of 5 coaches that are your coaches or in your neighborhood, and you can host a Super Saturday on your laptop or on your TV. So it's pretty easy. They send you everything and you just play it. So anyways, point being, events are really important to attend. And if you were on the call last week, there was a pretty common theme of every coach. You heard them talking about how important it is to get to events. It's important because you need to feel the energy of Beachbody. There is something to attending Summit and the Success Club trips and Super Saturdays, you know, and any like training events that corporate puts on that really kind of ignites that fire. It really makes you realize, hey, there's more to this than posting on Facebook and inviting people to a challenge group. Like, there's a bigger picture here. And when you start to see that and get a glimpse of that vision, it puts things into motion for you. You know, it really connects the dots, and it's done that for me in a lot of different ways. So I will encourage you to go, even if you just sit in the back and you take your spouse or your best friend and just say, please go with me. It'll make such a big difference. And here's a great example. Alyssa Showmaker saw that I was advertising for Super Saturday on my Facebook wall, and she's like, I'm going to go to that. I want to work out with the Les Mills pump trainers. She showed up and saw the big cruise ship go across the big screen talking about the Success Club trip. And she's like, I'm going to be on that cruise, and signed up to be a coach and never looked back since, you know, and hit Success Club 10 plus every single month after that. So, you know, you just never know what is going to be that thing that just put your focus in drive and get you going. So again, make sure you find a Super Saturday and you get there. It could be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They'll happen that entire weekend. Ours in Pittsburgh is Friday night. It is sold out. I know that a lot of people are looking for tickets. We have a maximum capacity of 1,000 people, and we're at max capacity. So if you want to go, there is a waiting list. It's on the Super Saturday event link on Facebook. You can go there. And hopefully find a ticket. I know that if anybody in the Dream Team is not going, make sure that you post it in the Dream Team so that somebody else can have your ticket. Don't just let it go to waste. You can actually transfer the ticket to somebody else by just going to Eventbrite and transferring it over, and that person can PayPal you the money for the ticket. So, all right, then on Saturday, since we're having so many coaches coming into the area, we're actually going to do a Dream Team live event on Saturday. So we're hosting an event where we're going to do training by all of our elite and top coaches, and we're going to have a series of different speakers that are going to get up and present on different topics, from recruiting, confidence, turbocharging your business for success. We're going to talk about fit clubs, working your business full-time, or not full-time, working full-time and trying to manage your Beachbody business. we're going to have Katie Ursa is going to talk about developing your why and developing your story. Deidre and Kaylee are going to talk about different ways you can run your business but still be very successful. So we've got lots of great speakers, and then we're going to have an open Q&A panel. So I'll take questions ahead of time. When you come in, you'll be able to write down your questions, and then I will go through and ask them to the panel, or you can stand up and ask questions at the end. So it's going to be a great event. I'm really excited to have everybody there. I really, truly feel like it's going to be an awesome event. You can register on Eventbrite. So it is HTTPS, //dreamteamlive.eventbrite.com, and I posted that link earlier today, and I can type it again. Yes, I am going to. This will be posted if people couldn't get on. dreamteamlive.eventbrite.com is the site that you guys can go to if you haven't registered. So you need a ticket. You need to print out your ticket in order to get into the event. Or if you have the app on your phone, there's an Eventbrite. If there's an Eventbrite app, you guys can just scan your ticket when you come in. And yes, I am recording for those of you that are asking as I go along. So, but anyways, make sure you print your ticket and bring that. Let's talk about what to wear. I keep seeing this question come up about a bazillion times, right? So what do we wear to these events? Friday night, if you're coming to Pittsburgh, it's a whiteout. Does that mean you need to wear a white dress? No, it is a dress to impress. So you can come dressed in a white cocktail dress if you would like, or you can wear workout gear because Autumn's going to be doing a workout. There will be changing rooms. So if you come in a dress and want to change, there'll be a place for you to change. We're going to do a huge champagne Shakeology toast. And we want to get everybody in their white. We want to have this huge picture of a room full of 1,000 people all cheersing in their white outfits. So if you're not going to wear a dress, wear a white t-shirt over your workout shorts and a tank top, right? So just something that's white. Saturday, casual during the day. And if you're coming to the Saturday night Dream Team celebration, then that's, cocktail attire. You can wear a dress, you can wear fancy pants, cool top, whatever. So nothing like over the top. It doesn't have to be. You can kind of do whatever you want. So no, there's going to be Shakeology provided. We'll have a Shakeology bar. There'll be people passing it out. We have champagne glasses for everybody, so you don't have to worry about bringing your own. That'll all be taken care of as well. So all right. So that's kind of the game plan. For Saturday night, if you are registered to attend the Dream Team event, we only have 250 spots. And clearly, we have way more than 250 people that would like to come. So if you went in and registered for a free ticket and you can't come, if you could just go into Eventbrite and cancel your ticket, because I know that it's free. So some people might just think, oh, well, I'm just not going to come. But there are people on a waiting list waiting to attend. So for any reason you can't be there, please make sure you cancel that free ticket for the Saturday night so that opens up spots for other people too. So, and then again, you'll need your tickets. So what I did today was I printed out all my tickets and I put them in a little folder so I have everything together that I need for the whole weekend. So that's kind of the game plan for the weekend. All right. Any questions on the event, let me know. I'll be glad to answer those this evening too. So, all right. Let me switch over, and I want to go to screen share because I have some slides that I really want to show you guys this evening. All right, so everybody should be able to see my screen. All right, get this out of the way. Perfect. All right, you guys can see this. Everything looks clear. I don't want to make it too big because I know what happens when I do that is it never works out the way I want it to. So, all right. So for the month of October, oh gosh, December, it's been a rough go around, right? So I know that a lot of people have really struggled to get going. I was going through the numbers today. I was looking at the coaches that have hit Success Club, and I'm seeing this trend of people that have always hit Success Club that are now not even at 1 point. And so we're going to change that tonight. We're going to turbocharge you. We're going to get you ready to rock and roll, and everybody's going to hit Success Club by the end of the month. But before we dig into that, let's talk about and shout out and recognize those that have hit Success Club. So those that have taken their business and they've said, you know, I'm not going to let December get me down. The fact that people are checking out and they're in holiday mode, I'm still dedicated and focused on making sure that I'm inviting every day. So just a quick shout out to those on this list here. Alyssa, 24 Success Club points. Brittany Sobolik, 20. Catherine Zorns at 19. Shannon Hargrave at 18. Deidre Penrose at 17. Krista Myers at 16. Paula Chavez. Lisa Decker. Jill Wolf at 16. Zoe Klein. Jacqueline Stokes at 15. And I won't read them all, but there's a pretty large list of coaches that have hit Success Club, and it even continues on to a second page. So we have 2 full pages of coaches that have hit Success Club 10 or higher this month. And I'm pretty sure that if any of you guys are on the call tonight, you know, what do you feel is the one thing that has contributed to your success this month? And if you wouldn't mind just typing that in the comment section, that would be awesome. You know, what is it that was kind of that key? What is it that really helped you to close the sales, to be consistent this month? Share some of those tips, because there are newer coaches on here that are, or coaches that feel like they're doing everything they should and are just not moving forward or having a hard time making that sale. So please share what's working with you so that other people can benefit too. So, and then those that have hit Success Club 5, here is our list. So Tracy Burton, you're at 9, and Kim and Lauren, Megan Blinka, Reagan Long, Joanna Hatcliffe, Monica Stahl, Mike Ersta, Brooke Benson, Allison Van Arsdale, Michael Gowan, Lindsay Lisnett, Kristen Woodspansy, Nicole Albert. Congrats, guys. You guys have all on this list. You're at Success Club 5. You are hopefully in line to get your customer leads for next month. Here's another page of coaches that are at Success Club 5, and then there is more. So pretty awesome stuff. But out of 8,000 coaches, our list is still pretty short. So I do think that we have lots of work left to do for this month. And, you know, it's not over until the clock strikes midnight on the 31st. So here's some of the coaches that are almost there, guys. You're literally 1 point away. And here is some more. So it's either a challenge pack or a Success Club point, you know, or a Shakeology order away from reaching your goal this month. So why do I do these slides every week? Why do I talk about Success Club? Why do I make such a big deal about it every single time I do a call? And there's a reason why. You know, even as a new coach, you come into this and you're like, I don't know what Success Club is. I don't get it. Or why is it such a big deal? You know, and a lot of people will say, well, half the time my leads don't even respond to me anyways. You know, and so the one thing that I say is, yes, it's amazing when you hit Success Club and you're an Emerald, and the next month you're going to get up to 5 or 10 customer leads, right? And so hitting Success Club is something we can control. We can't control whether or not people respond. We can't control if we send an email and they don't get back to us, or they plugged in the wrong email address, or they didn't give us a phone number, right? That's something that's out of our control. So the way I look at Success Club is it's something that I have a direct impact on. If I set that as my benchmark, and I've always done this, as I've always said that this is the non-negotiable. You know, there are things in life that you're just never going to waver on. In your personal life, in your relationships, they're just things you're not going to stand for, or things that are a part of your daily life. And that's what Success Club is to me. Even though it's a number, even though it's not necessarily, like money in my pocket every time, like it's just, I look at this as the thing that drives my business. I know that if I hit this mark every month, it means I'm growing consistently. It means I'm adding people to my business. It's more challengers in my challenge groups. It's people that are getting results. It's success stories. It's testimonials. And for me, I know that's business growth. And then every month, I always try to turn at least one of those challengers from those Success Club points into a coach. So it ensures growth. And that's how I measure success. When I look at our team over the month, I look at everybody's Success Club points. And that's how I determine whether or not you are doing what you need to be doing to grow your business. So if you want to know what I use to measure it, that's it. Because why? If you're hitting Success Club, you're enrolling people in challenge groups. It means you're following up. It means you are sharing in some way on social media. You're obviously being a product of the product. So Success Club is kind of like your push goal. If you hit that every month, of course, it's going to help you achieve all the other goals as well. You get to earn the free trip, which is really cool. If you do it, every single month out of the year, you're guaranteed to go on that Success Club trip. So that's just my own personal benchmark, and that's what I teach to my team. And obviously, I'm teaching it to you too. So make it a priority. And here's the thing. When you hit Success Club for 12 consecutive months out of the year, whether it's 5 or 10, you earn travel cash towards the Success Club trip. So for you guys, you're all working towards earning it for either Cancun, if you've been a coach, or you'll start in January earning it for the 2015 Success Club trip, which they'll announce at Super Saturday. But if you hit it 12 months out of the year, you get recognized on stage at Summit as a Success Club All-Star. So how many of you are at like 11 months of Success Club 5 or 10? How many of you have done it pretty consistently and you're about to lose it because it's December and you don't have any Success Club points yet? Like, don't discount the fact that you are struggling for 1 month. Whatever you need to do, get yourself in the game, get yourself focused, and invite like no other. And so that kind of brings me to the call to action that I had given out last week that I talked about on the call. And it was this little go for no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And, so I just want to say thank you to those of you that went out there and did the go for no, that printed off the sheet when I posted it in the Dream Team and invited 100 people to join a challenge group or invited them to be a part of your business. I just want to shout out Kristen Nicholas, Christina Dieter, Signe, I know I say it wrong every time, Signe Williams, Andrea Olson, Carol Jacobs, Sarah Kaysen, Jessica Carco, Cindy Hembuck, Melinda Butkus, Danielle Musgrove, Sarah May Kerspillo, Julie White, Debbie Bartlett, Joanna Hatcliffe, Laura Riedel, and Lindsay Bolin. And there could be more, but again, I just pulled this as I was seeing them. I know Anna Mello is one of them on there too. Now that I'm looking at that, I know that she wasn't on there. Another one is Jolie Little. There is Angie Curcio. So I just want to say, guys, I am proud of you for taking action and what has happened as a result of you going out there and inviting 100 people to join your challenge group. You are getting people that maybe said no, but then you got people that are saying yes, that said check back with me after the holidays. You've got people that that are now, you're planting seeds. It's now on their radar. And this is helping coaches achieve their goals this month. And I'm going to make this a part of our recognition every single month. I'm going to start doing this go for no. So I'll have a leaderboard, and for everybody that hits 100 no's, your name is going to go on this leaderboard. You're just going to have to post it in the Dream Team. Post a picture of your no sheet that you've done it. Every single month we start over again fresh. So starting January 1st, I'll always have a prize for the first person to hit it. There'll always be a leaderboard. And if you do more than 100, we'll have like a 100s club and a 200s club every single month. And what I want you to do is this helps you to be cognizant of putting yourself out there, forcing yourself outside of your comfort zone, not doing a mass group email, but this is individual invites that you're sending to people. This is you going out there and establishing relationships. This is you not letting yourself run out of contacts, because if every day you wake up saying, I need to talk to new people, you're never going to run out. Your well will never run dry. So congratulations to you guys who now are getting lots of interaction and lots of feedback because you went for no. I'm really proud of you all. So keep up the good work. All right, let's talk about challenge pack promotions for the month of January. Now, if you listened to the National Wake Up Call today, it was amazing. Make sure you go back and check it out. But the challenge pack promotions for this month are the 21-day fix. So originally, it's on sale. Originally, it's $160, and it's on sale for $140. So you're actually you're actually saving, 12.5% is what they say. So the 3-day refresh is the other one that is on sale for $140 versus $160. So that's another one. And then you have Insanity Max 30 Kickstart, and the Kickstart is the challenge pack. So it's got Shakeology. It has the Insanity Max 30 challenge or program, but then it also has a 3-day refresh in there. So that's $220 versus $245. And then for those of you that live in Canada, unfortunately, you know that the refresh is not available to you, but you do have the 21-day fix challenge pack, and that's on sale for $154 versus $176. And if you go to FAQ 9759, which I printed it off, it has all of these details there. It has all of the customized links that you can take and you can share. You can share with your teams as well. So you can go ahead and check that out also, and that will really be helpful for you guys that are kind of unsure what to expect along the way. All right. All right. Let me see. 1 second. All right. So anyway, so that's going to be the promotions. And so how am I taking these challenge pack promotions and using them to promote my business? Now, here is kind of what I am doing. So if you think about this, all of the people that you've invited, right? If you've gone for no, you've invited 100 people, and now you've had people that have said no. You've had people that said it costs too much, or I don't have money right now. I am going back to all of those people. Everybody that said contact me after Christmas, I'm going back, and number one, I have my challenge group date set. So first and foremost, always have a game plan going into January. So what's your challenge group date? Are you going to start something on January 5th? Are you going to start it on the 12th? Are you going to start something on the 19th? Have a date in mind, and that's what you want to invite to. So for me, for example, I'm going to start a 60-day challenge group starting January 5th. My preseason starts January 5th. We actually start working out the following Monday. So everybody that said to me, I want you to contact me after the holidays, I have on a sheet of paper. And so I'm going back through and I'm messaging all of those people and saying, hey, my challenge group is starting January 5th. You wanted me to follow up with you. So, are you still interested in joining the group? And if so, I can give you the details. And so now I'm going to start the discussion. And as I'm talking to people, I'm going to say, these are the ones that are on sale. These are the promotions that are happening if people are asking me. I'm going to also go back to everybody that at the beginning of the month said that it was too expensive. And I'm going to say, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I am starting a challenge group on January 5th. And the product that you were interested in, or the 21-day fix, is actually on sale this month. I wanted to see if this would be something you would want to pursue. And so I'm doing another follow-up with people, because there will be people that are looking for a sale that will jump on something like this because they know they can get a good deal. Also, the refresh is a great selling piece. How many people have gorged themselves on Christmas cookies and desserts and appetizers and drinks, and they're just feeling blah, and they want to do the Insanity Max 30, but they want to kind of give a good, fresh start to the beginning. So you can position the 3-day refresh during your preseason week, and then you can start Insanity Max 30. So that's a great selling point for that too. So you cleanse before you jump right in and start a workout. And then it's like, we're doing this 3-day refresh, but I'm going to match you up with the meal plans and the recipes and the tips to help you make this a lifestyle change so you don't gain it all back. All right. And so the other thing is, and then I'm sending out a mass email to all of my customers. So if you go into your Coach Online office and you go to my business and my customers, you can click send bulk email and you can send an email. So anybody that's ever created a free account with you, past challengers, current coaches, and I'm sending a message saying, this is what I have going on. These are my January challenge groups. This is what I have to offer you. And there's some really great sales going on too. And then at the bottom, I always say, and if you'd like to save 25% off of your next Shakeology order or off future products and programs, you can sign up to be either a preferred customer or you can earn an income by joining my team and doing what I do. So I always kind of put that at the end. So I'm going to send that email out tomorrow morning as well. And the one thing that I do on social media, and Paula brought up a good point when she said, are you posting that this is on sale? Not really. So here's what I'm going to do. Anything that looks like a sales pitch, anything that looks like, how Beachbody gives you those little images, use, challenge packs that are on sale this month and they have like the infomercial pictures. I try to stay away from that stuff because it comes across as salesy, and you will find that most people will just scroll through and not pay attention. So what I was actually telling my developing leader group today was this. Here's how I market it. So instead of you saying, oh, the 21-day fix is on sale, get out your food storage containers, right? Show people that this is, how you're making this work for you, and you're talking about how the 21-day fix has really made a difference because before the 21-day fix, you were even eating healthy, but just massively overeating. Or you can even show the containers and say, I thought that these containers were small, but once I put it all on my plate, look at how much food I actually get to eat. And how awesome is it that if I follow this nutrition plan and check off these containers, I'm going to get the results that I want. Or maybe you take a picture of you with your 21-day fix containers, you with your max 30 workout in hand. Maybe you have a refresh box at home. Maybe you take different pictures of you and you hold them up and you do like a little collage and you say like, here's what's on sale this month, or you say, join my January 5th challenge groups. There's great special offers to end the year and get started right? So things like that. Be creative, make it your own, so that's how you want to sell this, is you want to show you in action. If you've done, the 21-day fix months ago, go pull an old picture, a workout picture of you. Show transformation stories of the 21-day fix. Tomorrow's Transformation Tuesday. So maybe you want to pull, transformation stories from other people on our team and share them. Insanity Max 30 results, 3-day refresh. And then you can kind of put on the end is, yes, there is a sale going on now, and that's how you're going to promote it. But you want to make it more of a sharing versus a selling than anything. So that's really what I'm doing to promote it, to get people to go through with it. Now, if you are at the end of this month and you're not at Success Club yet, you are going to flip the switch and you're going to turn up the heat just a little bit more. And you really need to focus and get turbocharged on getting those Success Club points. So you're going to maybe post a little bit more about, a special offer or a last minute deal or an after Christmas, special. And maybe you're going to sweeten the deal and you're going to throw in a $10 gift card to Amazon, or you're going to buy everybody that joined your challenge group the 30-day Chalene Johnson push book, which I think is a really good one that helps you with setting goals for your fitness, and that's an investment for you. You're taking part of your commission and investing that back into your business, but maybe you only need one challenge pack and it's a $10 book. And so it would be absolutely worth it for you to do. So think about that. How could you sweeten the deal to get people to pull the trigger? I've done, even 1 month I was at Success Club 4 and I'm like, I will give you my commission if you buy the challenge pack. I'm like, I know how bad you want to do this. I know that money is tight right now. So my Christmas gift to you is I'm going to give you my $30 commission for this challenge pack so that you can get started with my challenge group and you don't have to wait, right? So I'm getting my Success Club points. Yeah, I'm forfeiting my commission, but I am going to really help them get the best results possible. And hopefully they become a great advocate, and go out there and tell people what a great coach I am. And then either they join as a coach or I get customers from them. So those are things that I have done before to help me close a sale and get through to the next month. So you've got to be creative. You want to think outside the box. How can you pull people in? And lastly, it's really important that you lead by example. So, are you waking up and talking about your workouts? Are you posting that kind of stuff on Facebook? Are you sharing your nutrition? Are you talking about why Shakeology is so awesome? All of those things are things that are going to help you to seal the deal and close the deal. If you're just like out in left field, doing your own thing, eating your cake, having your drinks, and you're not being a product of the product, people are going to go to the gym because they don't see you as somebody they want to follow. They don't see you as somebody that's leading by example. But if you are showing up, doing your workout, getting progress, talking about your balance in your life, then you're going to be the person that they want to sign up with. So very true. You've got to be on top of that. That's the best part of this business is the most successful coaches are the ones that are walking the walk and talking the talk too. So all right, so questions on the promotions, how to sell that, how to do it, how to make it happen. If you have questions about it, you guys can ask. I would encourage you to share things that are working for you. Share things in the group that are helping you to close the sale. Your favorite Facebook post. If you see somebody else's post and you're like, that's awesome, share it in our Facebook group. Share it in the Dream Team or the Rising Stars, so that we can all kind of, brainstorm ideas together. The other thing that's kind of happening for a lot of people lately is comparing shakes. I'm seeing a lot of things in the Dream Team of, hey, what's this 310 shake? Or what is level 3? Or what is Body by Vi? And does anybody have a comparison chart? Let's just get it out there and say that when you are coming up with objections specific to Shakeology, the last thing that I ever try to engage in is a battle between why Shakeology is better than anything else. And the one thing that I've done for myself is become educated. I have educated myself as to why Shakeology is the best shake out there. Why I never call it a weight loss shake. I always call it a meal replacement. It is not a protein shake. I even hear coaches calling it a protein shake. So it's it's a nutrient-dense meal replacement that is composed of the right protein to carb ratio to make a complete meal so that your body stays full for 2.5 to 3 hours. It is all natural. There are not processed ingredients. The stevia is made directly from a plant. It's ground down. So there's two kinds of stevias, good and bad, man-made and from the plant. Ours is obviously from the plant. When people are saying, well, how do you compare Body by Vi to Beachbody? I always say to people, look, I don't know about Body by Vi because I've never done any other, meal replacement shakes in my life, but these are the things I look at. I don't just compare calories, grams of fat, carbs, that kind of stuff. I look at the ingredients, and that's what you want to tell people. You want to say, like, this is what I look for. I look at, is it processed with soy? Does it have, natural sugars, or does it have, man-made sugars? Is it sweetened with Sweet and Low, or, something else, that high fructose corn syrup, or is there a lot of fillers in there, corn, things that are just giving you, or is there appetite suppressants, or are there things that are making you not want to eat, because that kind of stuff, your body needs the things that are going to give it energy versus slow it down and make you crave more of the bad stuff. And when you put sugar in your body, that's what happens. So these are the things I think about. So when I'm talking to people, I'm like, I've never tried that, but this is what I look at. I want something that's natural. I want something that's going to keep me healthy. And out of everything, for myself being a person that's never done meal replacements before, the one thing that I have noticed is that I don't have cravings for sugar anymore. It's convenience for me. It saved me from going through the drive-through. I thought it was expensive, but actually it's saving me on my grocery bill because I'm not replacing, I'm not adding in addition to my regular grocery shopping. This is taking place of something. So it's actually saving me money in the long run. So when you're talking to people about price objections, that's what I say. And then when it comes to Shakeology, share stuff like this on your Facebook wall. It is totally okay for you to take a picture of you with your Shakeology cup, drinking your morning shake, saying to yourself, putting it out there and saying, are you somebody that wants to try Shakeology, but you think it's too expensive? Well, I did too. And this is what made me decide to try it. And here are the results I've gotten. Would you like to try it for 30 days, risk-free, money-back guarantee? Message me for more information. I've done the whole thing of, are you afraid you won't like it? Are you afraid to invest in Shakeology and then not like it and feel like you wasted your money? Well, I'm going to help you, get the best results possible. Or I'll share my favorite recipes that I've used. Another thing that I've done, so these are Facebook posts, ideas that I'm giving you guys along the way, is the comparison. Oh, I can't afford that. How many people do you see out there buying, Louis Vuitton purses and, new shoes and, buying new iPhones or things that they can't, but then they turn around and say, I can't afford Shakeology. It's priorities. It's what you place your priority on. And you're going to find that some people, even though they say they want to place the priority on health, they're not quite willing to yet. And I've done comparisons between Shakeology and, a new purse. And I've said, my priority is here. I make the priority for what I find important. And for me, feeling good and having energy and feeling comfortable in my skin is way more important than that instant gratification of, this new gadget or new thing. So when you're looking at these objections you guys are getting, going to the gym versus doing a Beachbody workout, what are some of the things that you personally have experienced? Why do you feel that doing a challenge group is so much more beneficial than going to the gym? How has Beachbody impacted you? I don't have to drag my kids out when it's snowing or when the weather is cold. I don't have to, bundle everybody up. I don't have to wonder if what I'm doing is going to get me results. I like that Beachbody has a schedule of what to do Monday through Friday and a nutrition plan that works. I know it's tested. Plus, the accountability is what is always key for me too. Make that kind of stuff into a Facebook post. Talk about the accountability and what it's done for you. Use an engaging picture of yourself working out, or a snapshot or a screenshot of the challenge group, and maybe somebody giving somebody else, kudos or a shout out for a job well done. That kind of stuff rings true all the time too. So that's just a few thoughts for you guys that are really struggling with the objections that could really help you guys along the way. All right. Any questions on that? Thumbs up. We're doing good? All right. Okay, so let's move on. And I really want to talk to you. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys tonight about is setting goals and being successful. So we have done a team call a couple of weeks ago about goal setting and dream boards. And if you didn't get a chance, go back and listen to that. It's in the files section of the Dream Team under Coach Call Recordings. All of our previous call recordings are on there. So I'm going to encourage you to go back and listen to that. And then if this is your first time setting goals, I'm going to recommend to you guys, hold on, let me grab this book over here. All right. So Chalene Johnson, her 30-day push, this is what it looks like, is a really great book. And as a new coach, I signed up for her free seminar that you can do online. It's 30daypush.com. And I bought this book, and I really like it because while it is a book that talks about, your nutrition and your health, it really talks about setting goals, and it talks about how important it is to have a plan for your year and have a plan for your life. And it really sheds that perspective on the fact that if you don't have a direction, if you don't know where your car is driving, you're going to be just wandering aimlessly through the streets, hoping that you stumble upon the right goal in life. And so in your Beachbody business, right, there are different levels of coaches. There are discount coaches that are just drinking Shakeology, just doing the workouts, and maybe are dabbling in their Beachbody business, right? So somebody like that, your goal is your fitness. Your goal is your nutrition. Your goal is to get the best results possible so that you can be a product of the product, right? Because naturally, that'll help you build a business on down the road. Secondly, maybe you're a coach that is kind of in it where you want to do a challenge group, and because you've never done one before, but you really want to do the business. Again, your push goal still is to be a product of the product. It is to put yourself first and foremost. And then the person that's the business builder that wants to hit the ground running, of course, you're going to be a product of the product also, but your focus is going to be different. You're really going to be out there inviting, you're going to be sharing, you're going to be embracing social media, and your goals are going to look very different, and your time investment is going to look very different than somebody who is just focused on themselves. And so that push book, it helps you to kind of identify where your priorities are, so in it, one of the really great things that she talks about, and I want to find it, is creating your priority statement. What is your number one priority? For me, the first time when I sat down and thought about this, I'm like, well, I don't know. My family is my number one priority. Of course they are, right? I want to make sure that I'm honoring my relationships with my spouse and my kids, and the more I wrote about it, I was like, okay, they are my number one priority, but I'm not honoring them because I'm spending all of my time on the computer and I have no balance in my life, so this was such an eye-opener for me. And then once I started to write down my goals, I realized that some things on my goal list were more important than others. And so I started to learn how to prioritize my goals. And then from when I had my things prioritized by, this is the number one thing that I want to achieve, I was able to say, okay, what activities do I need to do on a day-to-day basis in order to get there? And this book really helped me to do that. It's a great book for you guys. So I really want to encourage you guys to do that, right? And get that book. So when you're looking at your Beachbody business in 2015, like I said, no matter if you're a discount coach or you're a business building coach, whether you never want to leave your full-time job, you love your full-time job, but this is your outlet, this is your passion, whether you're putting in an hour a day or 5 hours a day, you can still be successful as a Beachbody coach. And the one thing I want to encourage you guys is to put blinders on, and when you set goals, I want you to set goals that are in line with your family priorities, not mine, not Alyssa's, not Katie's, not Deidre's, nobody's, your goals. What makes you, Paula Chavez, happy? And that's the goals I want you to set for yourself, right? And so that's really where I want you to get your head in the game and say, I'm not going to get distracted by the shiny object. I'm going to stay true to me. And if that means you go at a slower pace, that is okay too. I would so much rather everybody be here at the end of 2015 than quit because they felt like they weren't good enough, right? All right, so what determines the difference between success and failure? It comes down to a few things: belief, action, and passion. If you can sit in front of this computer and you can say without a shadow of a doubt, you believe you're meant for greatness, you will be great. And that kind of comes down to positive affirmation. So do you sit there and do you tell yourself, I am successful. I am comfortable in my skin. I am a star diamond Beachbody coach. I am a stay-at-home mom that is in better shape than I was before I had kids, And so one of the things that I have done, and as crazy as it sounds, is I used to write in lipstick on my bathroom mirror my positive affirmations. I have sticky notes on my computer all over my monitor of my positive affirmations. I have one of them for me is like the whole instant gratification. I'm like, I want it now kind of a person. I need to have it. I don't want to wait. And so I will delay instant gratification for long-term success. I will do what other people are not willing to do now so that I can have, success later. And so I read those things to myself. Are you somebody that is struggling with, your current position? And so you're saying, I am a diamond coach by January 31st. I am, a full-time Beachbody coach. Maybe you want to leave your job. So you want to, in your mind, believe that you are exactly who you want to be. And as crazy as it might sound to repeat these positive affirmations to yourself, it actually works. You start to feed yourself and fill up your bucket, and you believe that you are that person. It's just like this. If you tell yourself you're a bad recruiter and you say it over and over, I'm bad at recruiting, I'm bad at coaching, I'm bad at running challenge groups. Well, no kidding, you're bad at it. Of course you are. You keep telling yourself that you are, so you're going to make yourself be that way. If you say, oh, I have bad body image. Well, yeah, no kidding. You keep beating that into your head, So let's start with that belief in yourself. And every time you start to catch yourself going in that negative direction, I want you to stop. Imagine a stop sign in your mind, and I want you to say, no, Nikki, I am a 5-star diamond, right? You're going to tell yourself that is exactly who I am. I will not let myself think any other way. And you know what? It actually, the stars begin to just kind of align because you wake up every day with this confidence, even though some days you might self-doubt a little bit, you'll have that confidence that will carry you through. So belief, as crazy as it sounds, belief, number one. Number two is action. You can have all the belief in the world. You can be telling yourself positive affirmations so you're blue in the face. You can be the most confident person in the world. But if you're not doing a darn thing to help yourself get there, you're not going to get there. So action. I have people that write these great goal boards and they are fired up at the beginning of the year. And then somewhere along the way, it gets hard. And they think that, Beachbody coaching just happens naturally for people. And for some reason, they just, it doesn't happen naturally for them. And they're just, oh, poor me, pity me, I can't do this. When in reality, it is action that determines your success. And it's not action for one day or 1 week or 30 days. It's action for 365 days out of the year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That is what determines your success with Beachbody. It is saying, I'm willing to put in my power hour no matter what, whatever it takes. It's not that I'm going to give up my entire social life and become a hermit and sit in front of the computer and only work my Beachbody business, but it is, I'm going to take disciplined action in the right areas in order to achieve my goals. And when I find myself starting to become a squirrel, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, and getting distracted, I'm going to pull myself back on track and I'm going to do exactly what I need to do. I did about 6 or 7 calls today, and every single person was like, yeah, I know what I need to be doing. I just need to do it. And so that is what I'm challenging you. What is that frog that you need to be doing that is potentially holding you back? And every single day when you wake up, that's the number one thing on your list that you do, is that thing that scares you the most. It could be inviting. It could be making a Facebook post. It could be posting your workout. It could be, adding people to your contact list. But I want you to get in the habit of eating the frog, the thing that scares the living bejesus out of you most first. That's taking action. Get rid of that Facebook scrolling, get rid of the time wasting activities, and get focused on the right things. All right. And then lastly, it's passion. Passion for Beachbody. It is passion for life. It is, people will tell me, man, you're just so excited about what you do. I can feel it coming from you. I just see that you're excited about being here. And that is the honest to goodness truth. I wake up every day and I'm excited to be here. I know that I'm in the right place. Is it easy every day? Gosh, no. It's hard some days. Some days I want to bang my head off the computer, and some days I get no after objection after objection. And you know what? I shut the computer down and I walk away for a couple of hours and I play with my kids and I spend time with my husband and I come back refreshed. But here's the thing. I always keep that passion alive because that is the driving force. If I ever lose my passion, my business comes to a screeching halt. However I feel is always projected onto you. If I'm fired up, if I'm driving my business forward, so is everybody else. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. If I wasn't excited, you wouldn't be either, right? So, and that's truly the difference between success and failure. It's belief, it is taking action, and it's being passionate about what you've been called to do. And I feel that a lot of this thought has come from my personal development. And so that tonight is the one thing that many of us slack on, is we don't read or we don't listen to audio or we don't invest in ourselves because we think it's stupid or it's a waste of time or I need to be messaging people. But I will tell you that my mindset changes when I invest in 1 chapter a day or 5 pages, of reading a book that is helping me to become a better person, a better leader, a better, coach, a better friend. And so that has truly helped me with those 3 things: my belief, my action, and my passion. And a lot of that has come from personal development and surrounding myself with people that lift me up and not people that drag me down. So, as you're moving forward, as you're setting goals, I just want to encourage all of you to commit to not giving it 6 months to see if it works. I want you to commit to being here for the long haul, no matter what it takes, 24/7. I wouldn't do a fingernail more. I tried as hard as I could. And when you approach life that way, everything you do there's just no question. You absolutely will be successful in your business. All right. So lastly, here's a book I'm reading. It's called You're a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. Jen Sincero is the author. Amazing book, despite the fact that they swear in the title. I actually really like this book a lot, and I'm learning a lot from it too. So if you guys are looking for a personal development book, confidence is your thing, this is a good one. I just wanted to share it with you all. So, all right. We are at the end of our call. If there are any questions, I'd be glad to answer. We will be back next Monday. We are going to start our Go for No. So make sure you've printed this off. You have it ready to go. January 1st, go for 100 no's. The first person to get there is going to get a prize. I'll be tracking Success Club points, and we're going to start January off strong, and we are going to rock our Beachbody businesses. So thank you guys for being amazing parts of the dream team and contributing and sharing everything that's worked for you. I hope you have an amazing new year, and I love each and every one of you. So thank you so much. Any questions you guys have, go ahead and type them in. Otherwise, have a great rest of the week. You're welcome, Morgan. Happy New Year to you guys too. It's been a great December. You're welcome. Danielle, the Max 30 is on sale till the end of this month, right? So the challenge pack, but then in January, it's not the challenge pack. It is that, what do they actually call it? The Kickstart. So it's going to include the 3-day refresh. So it's not just the challenge pack. Best advice you give to a brand new coach who is afraid of inviting. What's the worst that could happen if you invite somebody? They could what? You're not going to die. I always say this, right? You're not going to die. If they say no, oh well, you move on to the next, right? The cool part is everybody you invite, even though they say no, it doesn't mean no, not ever. It just means no, not right now. And you move on to the next. And you're not offending people. You're not misleading them or guiding them in the wrong direction. Just invite. You won't lose any sleep at night if somebody says no. So it's kind of like you just have to do it, and the first time you invite, it's really scary and you're sweating and it's just kind of this, freak out moment. But then the more you do it, the better you get. For every 10 people you invite, you're going to get 1 or 2 people that say yes. So think about how many people you have to invite before you get to the point where people are saying yes. So if you want to be successful at getting your first couple of challengers, you just kind of have to bite the bullet and say, what do I have to lose? I'm not going to die. I'm in the comfort of my own home and I will survive, right? That's the way I look at it. But it's scary. I totally relate with you and understand how you feel. It's very scary. When you go for no, how do you not get overwhelmed with responses? I started sending invites and started getting questions. So I stopped to answer and then got more and more questions, which is good. So maybe, this go for no, it can happen over the course of 2 weeks, right? So, and that's exactly what you want to do. So maybe you want to make sure you're doing consistent pace. Maybe you want to do like 5 a day. And then once you get caught up, then you invite some more, So, but you want to keep a tracking system. I think that that's really important. So make sure you've got either an Excel spreadsheet or a Google spreadsheet, or I have been using Evernote lately, which is it's an app you can download on your Mac and on your phone where you can have like sticky notes. And I just have a list of all my customers, people I'm talking to. I highlight them once they sign up or join my challenge group, and that helps me too. So that's how I keep myself from getting overwhelmed, is I have a place to kind of keep a running list of people that I'm talking to. And I think that when it comes to inviting, whatever fits you, there are people that would rather do in person. There are people that would rather be behind a computer. There are people that would rather do emails. I think there's no one way that is right or wrong. It's generally just what works best for you is going to be what you need to do. When going for no, how do you not burn through your contacts? I don't feel like I can invite people that I only just met. Right. So Morgan, I don't typically do that either. So people that I just meet, I'll go and look at, I'll like their pictures, or I'll comment on their stuff, or, you know, I will try to find things to engage them with, or I'll ask them a question. And eventually those are the people that I'll just randomly message and say, hey, I've been thinking about you. You know, maybe you talk to them about Beachbody, or you talk to them about challenge groups or a workout. So you go back and you say, hey, you know, I know we talked about this when we met each other. I'm starting a group and I thought of you and wanted to, you know, extend an open invite. So that's one way that you can do it. You know, the other thing, some of my consultants are talk like 30 minutes in chat, good conversations. And the chats are good, you know, but you do want to make sure that you're kind of getting to the point where you're inviting and getting them, you know, getting the ball rolling. Some people do want a friend, so you are going to find that that happens too. But the forming, the relationships is key. If you ever try to rush that part of it, that's where you're going to find that people fall off, because it's like they feel that you're just out for the sale. But if you take your time and ask the right questions about what they're struggling with, you can really be able to get people, you know, committed that way too. Kayla, I'm glad that this helps. I really do. That's awesome. When someone says no after an invite, do you ever follow up and ask again? So if they say no, I don't follow up. But I will ask them, if they say like, no, I'm not interested in this, I'll say, well, if you ever are, let me know. I run new challenge groups every month. There's always sales and promotion. So, you know, let me know if this is something on down the road you'd be interested in. If somebody says I can't afford it, then I'll invite them to at least sign up for a free account and make me their coach, so that I can keep them up to date with any sales or promotions that are happening. And I'll say that. Or another idea is to just have make a Facebook group for anybody that says no, that they don't want to do a challenge group because they can't afford it, and then offer them like a free group where you just have like a group where you just post fitness motivation and tips, and it's kind of like you do on your Facebook wall. So that's a place you could use for people that are giving you that objection, and that would really help. All right, one last question and then we're all done for the night. Danielle, that's funny. I get that a lot, yeah. And you know, here's the thing. I've almost been doing this for 4 years. So this is like me word vomiting on people. This is me not knowing what to say. This is me copying and pasting conversations that I would go to my sponsor coach and say, how do you respond to this? I have no idea how to respond to this email. And she would type it all out for me. And I'd say, do you care if I just copy and paste that? Because it sounds really good. And I would copy and paste it, but I would learn, you know, and then I would, you know, approach somebody about coaching and I'd be like in full sweat. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're going to tell me no. I mean, I've paced my house before. So I've been where you guys are, and it's only sounds good now because I've practiced it so much. I eat, sleep, and breathe how I can be better at inviting people, how I can be better at sharing, how I can be better at posting. And now it becomes a habit because I put so much legwork at the beginning, it becomes a part of who you are. So keep that in mind. You know, I was once a beginner where you guys were too. Best advice to manage business for a busy full-time job, super busy with mommy and wife life. Oh, I know how you feel. All right. So best advice. Be comfortable with not getting a lot of sleep, I would say. So I would definitely say if your goal, Angelica, is to quit your full-time job, and I don't know if that is what you're trying to do, but I will say that you have to be willing to make sacrifices early on. So getting up earlier, for me, that was a sacrifice. For some of us, it's staying up later. I get up an hour early and I would be focused on what I needed to do. So I would sit down and I would every night before I went to bed, I'd make my to-do list. And I would say, is this moving my business forward or is this holding me back? And so that's how I would know what needed to happen every single day. You know, I would focus on the right activities. I would follow up. I would invite. I would post 2 to 3 times a day in between like breakfast and lunch with the kids or while I was out. Sometimes I'll take pictures and not post them until 2 or 3 days later. But I would I just really learned how to prioritize my time. I don't watch a lot of TV. I have 2 nights a week that I don't work in the evenings. That's just me and my husband's time, from like 9 to 11, so that's what I tend to do. I make a plan of action. I say, these are the most important things. I know that this is a short-term sacrifice so I can have long-term success. And that really has worked for me. And yeah, there are times where I've been tired. There are times where, I kind of struggled, but I will tell you that it's worth the payoff if you put in the time now. And you cut out the fluff. Like, okay, is it really important for you to make a new timeline banner? Or is it really important for you to spend 3 hours making a pick monkey image? No, you're a full-time working woman and you have 3 kids. That's not suitable. Just snap a selfie and throw a couple, words up on there with an app and be done with it, right? So don't worry about being perfect. Just get it out there. So that's my suggestion to you. All right. Yes, create a group for people that are doing the ultimate reset. I think that is totally different. And then lastly, Riley, anxiety, 3 months. 3 months, guys. So give it 3 months of being totally overwhelmed. So look at it as like a new job. The day you walk into a new office, you don't know where the coffee maker is. You don't even know what your phone number is. You might get lost and can't find your desk. It's like Beachbody, right? You don't know what group you're in. You don't know what call you're supposed to be listening to. There's so much information. You don't know where to go first. Get plugged into a coach apprenticeship. That's first and foremost the most important thing. Set up a call with your coach, your sponsor coach. Make sure you just explain to them what's going through your mind. What is it that you want to do with this business? Your coach will give you direction and give you guidance. So start there, but be okay with being a little anxious for about 3 to 6 months until you get a system in place. And I promise you'll get there. But yes, it is a lot of information, but we've got a good system to help you be successful. So don't let it stress you out too much. All right. All righty, guys. It's 10:10 and my throat hurts and we're going to go now because I know my kids are waiting for me to give them kisses and tuck them into bed. So thanks for your participation tonight. I wish you guys the best of luck this week and I will see you guys back here next week. Have a great night, guys. Take care. Happy New Year.